Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Powerplay. I'm here today with David, also known as Apek Gym. But I will let David give his introductions for the viewers.
Hey guys, my name is David Chen. I just turned 37 years old 2 months ago. I'm also known as Apek Gym on social media, where I share with my followers on my fitness journey, and I also share my knowledge about entrepreneurship and investing as well.
Okay.
So basically it's more of journaling my journey from someone who is really unhealthy and overweight, obese, and to finding the sport that I love, and coming on to becoming stronger, fitter, healthier.
Okay.
So basically that's
Who you are lah.
that's
Okay,
who I
very
am.
cool.
Yeah.
So, how did you start futsal?
Oh, this brings me way back to maybe 11, 12 years old.
Oh, quite early on.
Yeah, very, very long time
Okay.
ago. That time we don't even know the term futsal. Yeah.
Just indoor football
Yeah,
lah.
no, not even indoor football. We
Okay.
were mostly exposed to football.
Right.
Yeah, so we tried to emulate our footballing heroes on the neighborhood playground.
Right.
Yeah, so we just play during the evening, and anyone who wants to join can come and join. So you can imagine how crowded it was in that little small patch of green grass, because the playground is obviously dominated with slides and swings and monkey bars and the basketball courts. So we don't even have goalposts.
Slipper lah.
Yeah, we use slipper lah.
Yeah.
And then the longkang is our lineup.
Okay. Yeah.
And the mosquitoes, oh my god.
Okay. Yeah. So this is like back in the day lah.
Back in the day, yeah.
Okay.
But then we slowly transitioned to futsal in the early 2000s, where they start to blossom. But then they started with artificial turf.
Right. Yes.
So, and I hated that.
Oh.
Because it was slippery, and those damn little rubber beads, remember those?
Yes.
It's so annoying, right? When they get into your shoes. And then like every time I come back from a futsal session and I want to shower, I take off my pants. Oh, look, I brought back a souvenir from the futsal place.
Yeah.
I check again. Oh, look, some more in my butt crack.
Yeah.
So yeah, those were the days lah. And then, but actually I started training futsal seriously about a year, slightly above a year ago with One United.
I see.
So that's how I started.
Okay, so what made you make the switch from like, you mentioned you were obese or unhealthy to taking your health and fitness like a bit more seriously?
Yeah, because I during the COVID season, we were mostly indoors, so I can't play the sport that I love, right? So it's almost very like a mundane routine. Like by day, I manage my businesses and my portfolio.
Yeah.
By night, I'm Batman. No. By night, I usually will play futsal with my friends, but I can't do that anymore because it's MCO, right?
Yes.
So there's no exercise. I haven't discovered my love for gym that time. And the food that we eat is always like Grab food, Food Panda, all those unhealthy, greasy, processed food. So I ballooned up in weight. I was at one point about 98 kg.
Was this around the time that I met you first time?
Yes.
You were 98 then?
Yes.
Okay. I don't remember you being that big, but okay. Okay.
Yeah, I had one big belly, very round belly. But I think by the time I met you, I could have reduced a bit because I already started doing some HIIT workouts at home.
Right.
Yeah, but it wasn't like so intense as right now.
So was it like one day you woke up and like, I'm just this is it lah. I can't be like this anymore, and I need to take stuff a bit more seriously.
No, it was actually after a medical checkup. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So the doctor said that you better watch your weight. You are at a high risk of having a lot of diseases coming your way. Heart disease, diabetes, and those things like high blood pressure and all those things. So my cholesterol was very high as well, bad cholesterol.
Right.
So he said if you don't make a change right now, you will be in a lot of trouble, even before you hit 40 years old.
Oh, so like in the near future.
Yes. in the near future. So that gave me a scare. And then when MCO has ended, things have reopened. I went back and play casual futsal with my friends again. I just ran out of breath so fast. Like I can't play as well anymore.
Yeah.
So that bugged me. That disturbed me a lot.
Yeah.
So that's it. Okay, enough. Cukup. All right, I have to make a change in my life.
Yeah.
So I sought help. Found One United, and that's how I met you.
Okay, brilliant. Yeah, so I mean, I think what people don't really see, right, is that people pursue wealth and forget their health, lah. Right? I think that is a certain transition that I think almost everyone goes through.
Yep.
Because in your earlier days, maybe in your late teens or college years, you don't really chase money yet.
Yep.
Then you hit your 20s. So in your college days, yeah, like you play a lot of sports, your social life is very active. And then you hit your 20s and you're like, I need to make some dough lah.
Yep.
Right? And then you hustle, you grind, all of this. And then it always comes down to the prioritization of certain things.
Yep.
Right? And more often than not, there is no balance lah.
Yeah.
Right? So you go on either side of the spectrum of like, I'm just going to work. Right? And then when you just work, you kind of forget that part or your passions or your health and your fitness and stuff like this.
Yeah.
And then by the time you realize that, I can't do this anymore. It might sometimes be a bit too late.
Yeah.
In your case, thank God you realized like before it was too late lah.
Yes.
Right? But I don't think a lot of people have this realization of like, there is a certain time frame of when you can chase your passions. And if you let it pass too far, you can't get it back lah.
Yeah, especially when it comes to physical activities.
Yeah.
For me, I think it is absolutely paramount to be able to have balance, right? Like for me, to be honest, it is midlife crisis.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, we laugh about it, but to be honest, that is the truth. Like right now, financially, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Right? I'm okay. I don't have to worry about it. But I realize I've come to a point in my life where I realize that I haven't actually achieved anything of meaningful achievement in terms of sporting wise. Right? I haven't won many trophies, So time is running out for me.
Yeah.
I'm not getting any younger. So it's now or never lah. Basically,
Right.
It's now or never.
Right.
So that's why it sparked me to, take this opportunity to get help, get a coach, and finally be able to do the things that I always wanted to do. Because I was so focused in the past on my academics and my financial situation.
Yeah.
So I forgot totally all about my health.
Yeah.
Forgot all about my passion for futsal.
Yeah.
So that brings me to again thinking, hey, now that I am okay financially, but if I'm not healthy, if I have a lot of diseases,
You can't enjoy your
what's the point?
wealth anyway
Yeah.
lah.
What's the point of having all the money in the world,
Yeah.
but you can't enjoy it?
Yeah.
If you're constantly sick, if you're constantly unhealthy. So there needs to be a balance, right?
Yes.
There needs to be a balance. And not only in terms of that, but to keep my sanity.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, to keep on going in this soap opera that we call life.
Yeah. So like, just to get your thoughts on this, you mentioned getting balance. I also do believe this lah. But at the same time, right, in your let's say mid-20s, everyone who is your boss, or even if you are a entrepreneur, they will tell you that to make it, you can't have balance.
No, absolutely wrong.
Really? So
Yes.
if let's say you could rewind time and go back to maybe your mid-20s, would you have done things differently?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
Yes, I would. But of course, you will never know what the future brings, right?
Yeah.
So we just take it as what life throws at us.
Yes.
Has thrown at us. So for me, if I would have done things differently, like for example, if I had started training futsal seriously, say 20 years ago, I would wager that I would be playing at a much higher level now,
Yeah.
and I would be feeling much more accomplished in terms of what I would love to achieve in life,
Right.
right? But again, at the same time, I may not be in such a comfortable financial situation right now.
Yeah. So
Right?
Yeah. Exactly.
So, but I don't know that. I wouldn't know that,
Yeah.
all right?
Yeah.
But I wouldn't know if I don't try.
Yeah.
So now that I know that it can be done, if you bring
If
me back
you bring you back,
20 years ago,
Yep.
and I apply the same principles as I have my outlook on life right now,
Yeah.
who's to say that I won't be a much better individual than I am today?
Yeah, fair. I mean, like, I think it boils down to the fact that sometimes you prioritize so much on a career and all of this, you
Yep.
do forget the things that money cannot buy, lah.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
Then by the time you realize, oh, I achieved this.
Yeah.
But even with this, I can't kick a ball or I can't run. You know, of course, what the situations I'm giving are a bit more extreme.
Yeah.
It's like you cannot play futsal ever again.
Yeah.
But the same could be said about somebody, let's say, who plays at a relatively high level, right? And then stops playing.
Mm.
When you come back to the sport after chasing a career and all of this, and you completely abandon the sport,
Yeah.
when you come back, you cannot play the way you used to play.
Yeah.
That can be equally frustrating, lah.
Very frustrating.
And then you have to work 3, 4, 5 times as hard
Yeah.
just to get back to where you were.
Yeah.
Right? So these are the few things. So like, there is no right answer. I think that's what you're trying to say.
There's no right answer.
Right? So whether you chase wealth, it's not, you can't say that that's the wrong decision either.
Yep, correct.
Right? So
But from experience,
Yeah.
like as we grow older, we see things differently. We realize certain things that we didn't realize when we were younger.
yeah,
So yes, it is possible. It is possible. Yeah, it's just that you don't realize it at that time.
yeah,
Yeah.
you just have to learn to prioritize, lah.
Correct.
Right? Sometimes saying no to certain things should be a easy decision, lah.
Yeah.
But at that point in time, there are a lot of factors that probably keep you at bay, lah.
Yeah.
That's why, I mean, every generation tells the next, like, you're soft, lah. You know, like, no, you never go through what I go through. You don't know what life is. I mean, these are the stuff that everyone tells the next, like, okay, lah, no, back in my day.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like, sometimes we do need to listen to people who have had that experience, so
Yep.
we don't make the same mistakes.
Yep.
But some people learn only from their own experience. I think that also, is a bit of a problem, lah. Like, if you tell you, like, don't do this because this will lead you to a few of this external stuff,
Yeah.
right? But then in their head, no lah, I won't end up doing this. So they have to experience that failure
Yes.
or negativity on their own
Yeah.
to then make that decision that, like, okay lah, I should have done this. So I think in a nutshell, there's no right and wrong in terms of what you chase, but that balance, I think, is important lah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Very cool. So do you think you should have started earlier?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Like at my age now, starting to train seriously, it's not only taxing on me physically, it's mentally as well. Like, okay, physically, I feel like the injuries come more often.
Oh, definitely.
And it takes longer to heal.
Yes,
right?
yes.
And it's very frustrating because if I'm injured, I can't train, I can't play. Right. So that's the frustrating part.
Yeah.
Number two, mentally, sometimes I do find myself asking myself, hey, have you gone cuckoo thinking that you can compete with these younger, fitter guys? So that's why I work twice as hard in the gym and as hard in the futsal court as well.
Yeah.
Right. So at least it can give me a fighting chance, lah.
Yeah.
You know. But even if I don't get a lot of game time, my hope is that I can at least inspire these younger boys to work as hard, if not even harder than I do.
Yeah.
Right? To give them that inspiration, that lift, because it's for their own good as well.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. So that is actually also what my goal is. So it's not to like take their place or whatever, but to inspire them to be the better versions of themselves.
So this essentially is your angle with futsal, lah, right? Of course, it's for personal satisfaction, because you love the game. But at the same time, it's to show people that, hey, you can still do this at this age. At the same time, showing the younger generation that, hey, if I can put in this amount of work, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
You know, like, and then, so I think there was a game that you played maybe 2 days ago, Monday night. I mean, not a tremendous amount of game time.
Yeah.
But could you just share your experience? I know it was a very intense.
Yeah, it was super intense. Like some of our players get wall up.
Yeah,
left and right.
I mean, okay. So for those who don't know, it was a small court league game, lah.
Yeah, it's a small
right?
court
And
league.
this small court is a bit smaller than most small courts also. So it's smaller than a small court.
Yeah.
And we played against a team that's a bit, I would say, physical lah.
Intense.
Physical
Yes,
and
physically
intense lah.
intense.
Right?
Yeah.
And not the cleanest team lah. Right?
Yeah.
But what is your what are your thoughts on that game?
Actually, I love that kind of grit and but the thing is, that brings me back to the work that you put in the gym, right?
Yeah.
You may have really good skills, ball skills. You can play well as an individual, but if your body is not strong, you can't hold off tackles. You can't hold off people barging into you.
Yeah.
Then that will be a problem as well. So it is equally important to go to the gym, build yourself up, get some muscles on your body so that you can compete with teams that don't rely on individual skills as much and more on
Physical lah.
getting you off the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. As for me individually, this is my first time ever in my whole life playing in this kind of competitive environment.
But I think that's like
all the other competitions that I joined, they are like family day or a company organized kind of events.
But I think that's something to shout about because like the fact that you're 37, right? And you were very unfit not too long ago, right? And and now you're in a position playing in the highest ever level that you have played before lah.
Yeah.
So this version of you is fitter and better than your younger self.
Yeah, but it still shows a lot of inexperience. Right?
Yeah, but that is essential to the game lah.
Yeah.
Right? You can't take away from number of hours of playing games. So
Correct.
the more you play, the better you get.
Yeah. So for me it's a learning experience more than anything. Right? Like I don't really mind if I don't get much game time, but the most important thing is that I learn from whatever I experience in the court. Like chasing the game, don't throw the ball away, put it there, get them to start faster.
Yeah. Okay, these are things that maybe you didn't think would cross your mind before the game started.
Yeah, it doesn't happen in training.
Yeah.
It only
Then
happens
suddenly in game, there's this time wasting.
Yeah.
And all. Yeah.
So for me,
definitely.
that is even more important than the game time, actually. Yeah, to get to know the experience of what to do, what not to do in an actual competitive environment. Yeah, so it was great. I relish it.
Okay, very cool. I mean, I'm happy to hear it, but I think like I should congratulate you as well lah, because some people might not think much of a league game because they take it for granted in the sense of like, I also can play this league game.
Oh, really? Yeah.
No, some no, not just. I'm not talking about our boys, but I think people take for granted the fact that they can join tournaments and play.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because it's easily accessed. Like you pay the money, you play the game, right? But it's different if you have never done this before. You're very unfit, and then you train and get to a point of, okay, now I can play. The fact that you can even do that, I think, is a testament to your own discipline towards your physical and mental health, I guess.
Yeah.
Right. So I think, what do you advise like those who are slightly older in terms of participation for training? Do you think there is a cap? Like, okay, I think enough lah, don't need lah.
No. Actually, no. Absolutely, they should try and come for training. Right?
Is there an age cap?
No. I mean, if you're passionate about something, if you love doing something, right? Go ahead, give it a go, right? I mean, don't let age stop you from doing what you love to do. Age is just a number.
Yeah.
At least give it a try.
Yeah.
At least come for a trial session or whatever, give it a try. If you find that maybe it's a bit too intense for you, maybe try to take it slow.
Yeah.
Get some time to adjust. That's what happened to me. Remember the time last year when I first joined you guys for the first ever session?
Yeah, in RKS.
Yes, with my big round belly and chubby face. I couldn't even last 5 minutes playing the keep possession game.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
5 minutes, I'm out of breath, I wanted out. So, wow, we have come such a long way, right?
Yes.
And I'm under no illusion that there's still a long way to go, right? So, they have to have this kind of mentality that the journey is a long one. Don't think that, I'm now able to get into this league or I get into third team, second team, then I can lepak lah. I don't need to do anything.
Yeah.
Just have to keep improving.
So just to give I think the audience a bit of a backstory on this.
Yeah.
I think this is a very, very cool. So David, basically he texted me on, I think no, he DM'd me on Instagram
Yeah.
and said, hey, let's is it possible to come for a trial? So of course, we as a team, we love to share the love of the sport with everybody lah. So I called David to come, and then he seemed very keen. But as he came also, I was like, okay, let's see, because I expected a younger person also lah. This is just to be honest lah, right? So I expected someone like maybe early 20s or what. But then I was like, okay. And then you said you just want to try.
Yeah.
Right? It wasn't so much, I expect to play every game. It was nothing of that sort lah.
Correct.
So you just wanted to be exposed to the game. You want to train. And then basically we play a very simple possession drill every single time before we start the actual training.
Correct.
Right? And you used to do a bit of one-on-one drills with me.
Yes.
First. Right? And then the rest of the boys will come, and then the possession drill will come, and then you would just say, hey, can I just join this part? Right? And then I was like, yeah, sure. And then he lasts for, I think, 5 minutes.
5 minutes. I'm done.
Yeah. So about 5
was
minutes.
dead.
And then you're just like, okay, I'm going home.
Yeah.
Right? But you did that 5 minutes every week for, I think, 4 months. Right? And there were times where we didn't even have PT. But you came and did the 5 minutes and watched and went back home.
Yeah.
Right? That's more, I would say, determination than 90% of the players I know lah. Right? And just to share with you, like, I don't know if I've told you this before, when you used to join the 5 minute things, some of, like, I would tell some of the players, hey, let him be a part of it lah. Because at the start you would struggle, right?
Yeah.
Because you couldn't run and all this.
Yeah.
And I still remember there were 1 or 2 players who were like, I mean, what is this guy doing here? You know, it is human nature lah.
Yep. Yep.
Right? But what I told them was like, okay, like, he's not doing anything wrong. Just treat him like any other player lah. And if he cannot contribute as much, just support him and try to push him the right way lah.
Yeah.
Right? And then, so by the way, these are the same players who are now your team lah.
Yes.
So it's for them, right? What I think I'm trying to say here is this: you were, let's say, at this level, and these boys, when you first started, were here.
Yeah.
Right? You came all the way to here.
Yeah.
But these boys are still here. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
So this I think is a bit of a problem lah. Right? Because people are content too easily lah.
Yeah.
They give up on that. Okay, I can play this. This is the level. I can trash talk a little bit. I can feel good about myself. Post a nice photo, and then they just like, okay lah, I'm done. But like, this is the main problem with people. I mean, not just athletes lah. Like, it doesn't just have to be in a sport that you're in. It could be in a business. It could be in your work. Anything.
Yeah.
Right. People are okay with being mediocre lah. Right. So I think I'm sharing with you this because I love your spirit of excellence. You cannot settle, you won't settle.
Yeah.
You refuse to settle lah.
Yes.
And I think that is a reason why you have a certain amount of success outside of sports as well lah.
Which is what I try to inspire the younger boys as well.
And they should learn lah.
Yeah.
Because they literally saw you from an unhealthy person to being in the same team lah. Granted, like what you said, of like you right now you realize you still have a long way to go. That is the humbleness that people need.
Yes.
To still
Always
go.
stay humble and
Yeah.
continue learning.
Yeah, because that is essential. So you're not that kind of guy who's just good. Because now by the way, he has like abs, and so I was training him. He has abs. I don't have. I don't know what's happening lah. But I'm working on that. So
Can.
but when you reached there, it's not you became this guy of like, hey, no lah, I'm damn ripped. I'm damn fit. There's not one time that I hear you talk about yourself. Because I think this is something you tell yourself like, hey, no, I still got this to learn.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
one in Cantonese, right? There's one saying that my grandmother taught me last time, and I remember it to this day. It goes something like this: "Yasan wan yao yasan go." It means every mountain has its own peak. So a different
Yeah.
mountain will be higher than you, and a different mountain will be higher than that mountain.
Yeah.
So there will always be peaks to conquer.
Yes.
So even though you have reached a personal peak, don't think that
It's done lah.
it's done, that you're the best in the world. There will be other mountains taller than you.
Yeah.
So that has always been ingrained in my mind since young.
Yeah.
And coming back to the question just now you asked about should older players come, I think that it is it's important to at least give it a try, because you don't want to one day look back on your life filled with regret and then thinking, oh, maybe I could have done this, maybe I could have done that when I was still able to, you know? So nothing to lose. Give it a try. If it's not right for you, fine, do something else.
Yeah.
But if it is, it gives you so much joy, because I know I have.
Yeah.
So have you?
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
I think it's not just the older generation that can learn from this. Sometimes the younger generation as well, lah.
Yep.
Right. So even the college boys who are just doing nothing.
The younger boys, they have a lot of time to discover. Right. Even when I was in college, I didn't settle on something until I was older.
Yeah.
But it's the older guys that, you know, time is
Ticking. Yeah.
ticking. Yeah.
Yeah, but you see, if the younger guys don't really make the right decisions, they'll end up in the same predicament that the older guys have, lah.
Yeah.
Right.
True.
So that's the whole reason of like why we're doing this, lah. Because you want to tell people that, hey, like, if you have the opportunity to take this early, take it.
Take it. Yes.
You know. So I think this is one of the main things as to why I'm so passionate about this sport, lah. Yeah. So like I mentioned, like I think you are one of the most driven individuals, lah, in the sense of, I would say futsal is one, but I think even in your own career, it's also very obvious, lah.
Yeah.
Right. So why were you always this person?
No. I was a sloth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I failed so many times. I was bankrupt 2 times at least.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I've had a lot of failures in my life, but it's how you deal with these failures that show what your character is. Do you sulk? Do you, go all downtrodden and give up? Or do you blame everybody else except yourself? Or do you learn from your mistakes, pick yourself up, improve yourself, and lift up the people around you? So that's your choice. I know what choice I made. Do you?
Okay. So now that you've been with One United for like maybe a year plus, lah, right? So like, what do you like about it? And you don't have to just say what you like about it. You can say what you don't like about it also, lah.
Yeah.
Which I think it will be good for me also.
I don't think there's anything. All right. I think the most important thing is that I learned that whatever I've done on the futsal court for the past 20 years is rubbish.
Oh, okay.
It's absolutely rubbish.
Okay.
So I have to unlearn and relearn so much of the basics. Right. So that's a great thing. Another great thing is One United is so accepting of people from all stages of life, provided they can pay, lah.
Yes.
Okay. And the family-like culture that you guys cultivate. Like, for example, just now you mentioned that, hey, give this guy a chance. I know that he's not that good, but try to treat him as part of your own. So that culture is very important in any organization as well. And also, you guys are super consistent. Every single week in, week out, training sessions without fail. And I love that. As a business person, I love that. That is very, very good business practice. The moment you break your promises to your customers, that's when your organization fails. Okay. Right? If you can't show that you're serious to your customers, why should they show the same to you?
Yeah, of course.
They'll leave.
Yeah.
Right? So another thing about One United is good is because I learned so many things as well. I made new friends.
Yeah.
We had a lot of good laughter sessions in Mama. I learned about sports fitness. Yeah, not just about building muscles. About athletic fitness. I learned about physiotherapy. Shout out to Nilan, by the way. I learned about the professional leagues, the Liga Harams, and so many other things. So it really opened up my eyes, and I'm so glad that I joined One United.
Brilliant.
So, but there's if you ask me what's the weaknesses, I can't think of any.
Oh, so okay. This was not planned.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, so it's just a testament to how well run this academy is.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, I appreciate it. I was expecting maybe 1 or 2 things you don't like, lah. But
I can't think of it. Seriously, I
okay,
can't
so
think
what
of it.
about let's just see. What about you know, there's like trash talking and all of this within certain.
Between the boys?
Yeah, is that something you don't like, or you thrive on that?
Okay. Well, I think the boys that you have, they're all physically, they're pretty good physically and mentally, right? Of course, there are some outstanding ones.
Yeah, yeah.
And there are some that needs still
lot of
need
work lah, yeah.
Yeah, especially in the gym, like I said,
yeah.
right? But in terms of mentality-wise, okay, having been younger myself, having been very bad-tempered myself in the past, I understand that sometimes if you make too many mistakes, your teammate make too many mistakes, or you lose a match, tempers might flare in the court, right? But they have to learn not to take it personally.
Yes.
Right? When they are inside the court, they're all in warrior mode.
Yeah.
But outside the court, you can be friends. Now, I'm not saying that you absolutely have to like that somebody, but you shouldn't antagonize that person as well. Because it will affect your team play next time in the court.
Yeah.
And it will then also cause your team, the other people that don't have problems with both of you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So not just them, including myself also, we have to improve our teamwork. Because like you always preach, a team that has great teamwork has a better chance to win against a team that, let's say, brimming with superstars, but they can't work as a team.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? And I agree with that 100%. So in terms of being more together as a team, we have to improve more on that.
Yeah,
individual-wise, I think the skills, some of these boys, they're good.
But like I would say that one of the biggest issues is that players, like you said, take it a bit too personally.
Yeah.
Because for example, if you do make a mistake on the court and the person shouts at you, they're not shouting at you because they don't like you.
Yeah.
They're shouting at you because, hey, we need to...
They want to win.
Yeah, we want to win, and we need to make some changes.
Yes.
Right? And then... Or it could just be like a wake-up call.
Yeah.
Right? But when players start to take things personally,
Yeah.
then their game is affected, which indirectly affects the team's entire game. And then it's a downhill spiral all the way from there. Lah.
Yeah, and sometimes also I see like some players, before they go into the court, they already felt very down.
Yes.
Maybe they have some problems outside of futsal. Maybe at work, maybe at family. Their girlfriends maybe dump them or whatever. But
yeah, that's something.
They have to, they have to learn to put that outside of the court. Because when you're in the court, your mind must be focused.
Yeah, because I mean, if you bring a problem from outside into the court, right?
Yeah.
Everyone can come with an excuse.
Exactly.
Right? Then what's the whole point of playing anyway?
Yes.
Because everyone's problems, who's to say whose problems is bigger than the other?
Yeah.
Right? So at the end of the day, yes. Of course, as a team, you support each other on and off the court.
Yes.
But you must come in with that mindset lah.
Correct.
That, okay, this is training. Let's go game
full
mode lah.
Game mode.
Yeah.
When you're outside, you want to, tell your heart sob stories to your friends or your teammates. It's okay.
Yeah.
You can do that any other time. But in the court, try to focus.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you lah. So initially when you first came, so you started off doing one-on-one sessions with me, and then you joined that warm up for a bit, and then we started the social team which you joined, and then and then now you are in the third set, right?
Yeah.
So how do you personally feel you are coping with this, like this transition lah?
Wow, it's been really challenging, but it's been a lot more fun as well. Right?
Okay.
Like the social team is a good place for me to start my futsal journey again. Right? I can relearn the basics and get fit again, because there were a lot of fitness drills in the social team as well. But inevitably, it comes to a point where I feel like I crave more advanced lessons and more competitiveness. Now, I can't lie. I'll be honest. There was one point where I felt a bit frustrated because I felt like my progress has been limited.
Right.
I crave for more competitiveness, more tactical lessons and all those things.
Yeah.
So I was so glad that you called me up to the third team. And since then, I've been relishing every single session. And I've been enjoying it so much. But is it to say that I'm not dissing the social team, by the way.
Yeah, of course.
Because you can't expect everybody to be like me. Some people just want to unwind and have a fun
their version of. That's why we have the social team lah.
Yeah.
It's number one so that you relearn certain basics, or for some people, it's the first time they learn the basics.
Yes.
A bit of fitness, and also a bit, for some people, it's just a sweat session lah.
Yeah.
But for those who want to take it a step further, then of course you will feel a bit bored lah after a certain amount of time lah.
Yeah.
But from my experience, what I've seen is that even those who want to play competitive, actually I believe they should go to the social team first.
Yes.
Because a lot of them, the basics are still, still fixing basic problems in competitive
Yeah,
sessions.
get the basics down first.
So if at that, like, if your ego comes in and then you go like, no lah, I mean, you look at some of the players and, hey, no, of course I can do that, but that's not the point,
Yeah.
right? You think you're at an advanced level, but at the end of the day, if you can't even pass the ball straight, don't even think about playing the game lah.
Yeah.
Right? You should humble yourself and be like, okay, let me master the fundamentals of the game.
Yeah.
And then take it up a notch lah, which is what I think you did lah.
Yeah.
And then now, even if you're struggling, it doesn't really matter because you know you're on that trajectory to go up lah.
Yeah. Actually, when we first started, remember the social team was more for like 30-year-old above.
Yeah,
I was requesting that, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like people my age, where most of my friends have either have families already or they have stopped playing because of so many other reasons, right?
Yeah.
So we don't have the friends or the numbers to be able to even play casually anymore. So when we joined the social team, and then we felt like, okay, at least now we have friends, new friends to play with.
Yeah.
We can have fun after work. Can have a fun kickabout after work.
Yeah.
Right. So that is kind of like therapy.
Yeah.
Right. That is their therapy. But for me, my therapy is to get stuck in, smash someone, elbow someone in the ribs. No, I'm just kidding. I just want to break someone's legs. Please, don't break my legs. Please don't break my legs. Yeah. So yeah. From normal having fun, now it becomes I crave more competitiveness.
Yeah.
So yeah. Every individual is different. Some just wants to stay having fun. Some wants to bring it to the next level. It's totally fine.
I mean, as long as you know what you want lah.
Yep.
Yeah. So we're drawing to a close here, right? But I just have like maybe one or two more questions lah, right?
Sure.
So you've also come to watch the first team, second team, a couple of games here and there lah. I remember even at RKS, some of the FIFA courts you stayed back and watched a few games lah. Do you think the problems that most players have are mentally, in terms of player mentality?
Yes.
Because like you mentioned just now, it's not so much about their ability with the ball or all this. Most of them are physically capable.
Yeah.
Most of them are decently skilled. So do you think that it's more of a player mentality issue?
Yes. And you can't really put so much blame on them because it part of it comes with age, maturity, right? Young boys, they tend to be a little bit weaker mentality without mental coaching. Like if you see like some professional organizations, they will have mental coaches, they will have what you call it, psychiatrists to help with the mental side of things.
This sports psychology,
especially sports psychology, right?
Yeah.
But we don't have that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we don't have that, and that is why sometimes I see players being very, very down after a match if they lose or if they make a lot of mistakes. They take it very, very badly.
Yeah.
Right. And as I wouldn't say like senior, but like an older player in the team, I experienced all those before, and I know how to overcome that.
Right.
So I just hope that with my presence, I can at least help to lift them up a little bit and tell them that we learn from our mistakes. Right? We become great players by making a lot of mistakes and improving on that. If I remember correctly, Thomas Edison, he made 1,000 attempts before successfully inventing the light bulb.
Yeah.
Imagine if he would have stopped at attempt number 999. We'd still be living in the dark ages. Probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
But the thing is this, he didn't fail 999 times. He just found out 999 ways
It didn't work.
it work.
Yeah.
So, guys, younger boys, if you ever feel down, if you ever feel like giving up, please don't give up because you never know just when is your next light bulb moment.
Yeah, I think that's very good advice
Yeah.
for the next gen as well.
Yeah.
So I think in a nutshell, I think that what we're trying to do here is to just get people to basically push themselves a bit more, lah. Right? So everyone has certain targets, goals, and whatever your targets and goals are, no problem, right?
Yeah.
But always go for a bit more than what you think you are capable of, lah.
Push yourself to the limits.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So thank you so much for giving us your time.
Thank you
and
so
I
much.
hope the viewers also had a bit of a eye opener, I guess, when it comes to a few topics that David was talking about. But
if I may, I could give some advice.
Yeah.
For
of
younger
course.
generation. So I have 5 advice actually. So number 1 is to, if you want a prolonged and enjoyable playing career, please take care of your body right now, starting right now. Okay? Go to the gym, get your body strong and fit. Always remember to do your warm-ups and your cool-downs. Because you might think, injuries are not such a big deal for me because I heal like Wolverine. But trust me, when you get older, all right, you will feel pain all over your body, even in body parts you didn't even know existed.
Yeah.
So to prevent that, take preventive measures and protect your body always. Okay. Number 2, learn to be coachable and pick up traits of professionalism.
That's a tough one for some of them to swallow.
They have to learn to be professional. All right. Come to training early. Show full commitment while you're in training. Don't slack around. All right. You have to make it extremely easy for your coach to teach you so that you can progress faster. And don't think that you are the next Cristiano Ronaldo.
I'm
you're
not
the
paying
next.
him to say this. I'm just putting it out there. This is brilliant. I was not expecting this, but this is brilliant. Well done. Yes. Preach.
Yeah, don't think that you're the next Lionel Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo. That
You're not.
Mr. Know It All. You're not. Okay, you're not. Be humble, stay humble, and continue learning from people who have gone through it all. Okay. Number 3, practice, and more practice, especially at your own time, and have patience.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you can have strong determination and discipline to start off right. But if you don't have the consistency, you never reach the finish line. Always remember that. Okay? Losers do very little of the work and expect a big result.
Yeah.
But winners put in most of the work and still worry if they have done enough.
Yeah.
So that's the difference. You want to be a loser or you want to be a winner? That's up to you. That's 3 already, right? Number 4, mix with the right people and remove all the negative influences in your life. Okay? So, like, you don't need me or coach to tell you to stay away from drugs or to stay away from all the bad habits. Okay? You have a brain, use it rationally, you can think rationally and you can think logically, right? So use your brain because this is your most important and most prized asset. Okay?
Yeah.
And lastly, number 5, while you're still young, please go and get proper financial education. Okay, how many times have you heard stories about multi-millionaire footballers went bankrupt after they retire?
Yeah.
Right, because they don't have financial literacy. So when they lost everything, they have squandered everything, what are they going to do? How are they going to survive? Because the only thing they know in life is to play football.
Yeah.
Once it ends, what next? Right?
Yeah.
Your playing days will be numbered. You can't play forever. But you have to learn, but you need to know how to make a living until the day you die. So please go and get proper financial education. Yeah. So these are the top 5 advices I have.
That's
you guys.
heavy to end. Yeah. Thank you so much, David. I think
Thank you.
I wasn't expecting that, but brilliant. I love it.
Yes.
I think that a lot of people can learn from that. But if you guys do have any questions for David or myself, you can shoot them our way, and then I'll be sure to get it to David so that David can answer you guys. Especially, of course, I know on financial literacy, I know maybe some of you do have some questions on that end, and I'll definitely get it to David. So, and then we'll see how we can maybe address some of those questions.
Yeah. You can find me on my social media. Just look for Apek Gym.
Apek Gym.
And I'm on TikTok, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook. So hit me up.
All right. Cool. Very cool. So thank you so much, David, for your time.
Thank you so much, Coach. Thank you for your guidance and your patience
Thank
coaching
you very
me.
much.
I know it's been very difficult.
No. You are the easiest.
And thank you to One United crew for having me here. It's such a pleasure to be on this Powerplay episode.
Thank you guys, and we'll see you guys next week for another episode of Powerplay. Cheers.
Bye bye.